Higher Learning is a show about adults learning interesting facts while under the influence of marijuana. This show is filmed in Vermont, where it is legal to smoke. The staff involved in the show want to be clear that we do not support its use by those too young or where it is illegal to partake in such behavior. While this show doesn't show the usage of drugs or use coarse language, it is not intended for children. Parental discretion is advised. Now, let's get to the burning and learning. Welcome to Higher Learning, the show that is a class in disjointed education.
Oh, yeah.
For those who are new, it's the show where I teach my son 25 random facts about a topic, and he eats an edible and waits till it kicks in to film, and then a week later we come back in, and I quiz him with a test of 25 questions to see if he's going to puff puff pass or
puff puff fail,
which is usually the case. Am I wrong? This week I decided to do Weird Al Yankovic facts. We're both big fans of Weird Al. I have been for
all of my life,
and me since, I would say right around Eat It was when I first heard of him. And I instantly liked him. So here's some are a little known. Most of these are pretty well known. So hopefully you don't know most of these, but we'll see. He said he realized he had made it as a famous musician when at a party, Paul McCartney went to introduce himself, and Paul McCartney recognized him and said, "Weird Al." When a Beatle recognizes you've become famous. He graduated valedictorian from Lynnwood High School in California at 16. He also claims to have started a club called the Volcano Worshippers so he could get his picture into more pages of the school yearbook. And if you remember in UHF, there was one of the TV shows that they had on the board was the Volcano Worshippers Hour. So that was a little inside joke that now you'll get. Cool. Famous alumni from his school include Kevin Costner, Mark Spitz, Suge Knight, and Fred Gwynn. They all went and graduated from his high school.
Wow.
That's a variety of people, by the way. After graduating from college, he applied to work at McDonald's, but was rejected for being too overqualified. He wrote the song Yoda to parody the Kinks song Lola in as early as 1980, but wasn't allowed to release it until his third album in 1985 because Ray Davies considered the song too personal to parody. However, after the huge success of Eat It, Davies was then convinced Al could perform a parody while respecting the original and gave him permission. He was offered the opening spot for the European leg of Michael Jackson's Bad Tour. However, at the time, he was in production with the movie UHF and had to decline.
Wow.
So Michael not only liked his parodies and gave
wanted
permission.
him to open for him.
Yep. When he requested permission to parody Dire Straits' song Money for Nothing, authorization was granted, with the stipulation that Mark Knopfler be allowed to play lead guitar on the song, meaning that that's one of the few songs that Al put out where his guitarist
was the
wasn't
original
the guy.
Guitarist.
Well, wasn't his guy.
Right.
Because he's had the same band since 82. That's not one of the facts on here, but despite not being legally required to get permission from artists to parody their songs, he is required to pay royalties for them because he used the music. Because of the number of parodies he's written, recorded, and performed, Weird Al's royalties are among the most complicated in music history.
Wow.
Because he has to figure out how much of each record sale goes to each artist, and yeah. His parents, Nick and Mary Yankovic, passed away April 9th, 2004, when a closed fireplace flue caused their home to fill with carbon monoxide.
Wow.
I believe he was on tour at the time, which is rough. but I'm not 100%, but I believe that's what I heard. During the height of his Eat It fame, he made fun of Michael Jackson's Pepsi sponsorship by appearing in an actual Diet Coke commercial. The spot showed a figure from the back in a Thriller-style jacket. When he turned, it revealed it was Al.
In a real Diet Coke?
Commercial, yep.
Wow.
Well, you definitely hadn't heard that one before. You were shocked. In 1997, he shaved off his mustache and got LASIK surgery. But his publicist said he needed to keep wearing the curly hair, glasses, and put on a fake mustache because that's what people would want. In 1999, 2 years later, he decided the costume was too annoying and revealed his new look, saying, hey, if Madonna can change her look every time she puts out a new album, I can do it every 10 years or so. That's fair. He's been nominated for 10 Grammys and won 2. He did write a parody of James Blunt's song You're Beautiful called You're Pitiful. Blunt granted him permission, he recorded the song, and then permission was revoked by Atlantic Records. Al responded by putting the song on his website free for download. And I believe it was on his MySpace at the time, too. I got a copy of that song.
I was going to say, I know that song.
You know the song, but it was never on an album, is the point.
I did not realize that.
Yep. He's like, all right, well, I paid all the studio time to record it, and I got permission from the guy, so...
And you don't need it.
True. He got his first accordion lesson October 22nd, 1966, one day before he turned 7.
Wow.
His official website, WeirdAl.com, is managed by his drummer, John Bermuda Schwartz.
Nice.
He has had 4 gold and 4 platinum records in the U.S., 5 gold and 2 platinum, and 1 double platinum in Canada. Al became a first-time father at age 43 when his wife Suzanne gave birth to their daughter Nina on February 11th, 2003. She's exactly 2 years younger than you, dude.
Who? His daughter?
Yeah. You were born in February 11th, 01. This was 2 years...
To the day.
To the day. He wrote the song One More Minute after being dumped by an ex-girlfriend. He sought to do a remake with Frank Sinatra as a duet, but Sinatra said no.
Well, that's too bad.
Yeah, like, too bad, because he did some with, like, some different people that you wouldn't expect.
Right.
So I think it would have showed a sense of humor.
Maybe if he went for Junior.
I mean, it's not the same.
No, but Sinatra Jr. has done stuff with McFarlane. That's
true. His first song available in stores was My Bologna. After being sent to a copy being sent to Doug Fieger, lead singer of The Knack, he arranged his record label to sign Al, and the resulting single, which is a highly sought-after collector's item, brought him national attention. He then subsequently has presented Fieger with a large bologna.
Awesome.
He gave him one. That's great. Bill Mumy, who is known as the boy that sent people to the cornfield in Twilight Zone, and he was Will Robinson on Lost in Space series, was the one who introduced Al to his wife, Suzanne. It was a mutual friend.
Wow.
He was friends with both. There is no relation between Weird Al and polka star Frankie Yankovic. There's a very famous polka singer named Frankie. Well, a lot of people are like, must be related. No.
I would have never thought that.
Well, if you hear Yankovic and don't think it's related, that's not a common last name.
Yeah.
He was awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in Hollywood, California on August 27th, 2018.
So late?
Well, it takes a while, you know. He was the subject of an episode of VH1's Behind the Music, and unlike other celebrity documentaries in the series, there was no alcoholism, drug abuse, divorce, gambling, religious cults, sexual escapades. He said he agreed to appear because after he made his own mock biography called The Complete Al in 1985, he thought it would be fun to have someone do a serious one about him. And then he went back to the goofy with Weird, the Al Yankovic story movie.
So good.
Which was, yes,
I can't wait for Nature Trail to Hell.
And number 25, inducted into the International Mustache Hall of Fame in the category of Music and Arts in 2016.
Winner.
So,
Winner.
those are
winner.
25 facts about Mr. Alfred Yankovic.
Yes.
And next week we'll come back in. He'll be sober, and we'll see how much he remembers to see if he puff passes or
Puff fails.